interest shifts, now you're watching different type of content, that content surfaces again. For now, try to take these concepts, these principles, and attempt to link them together. So where they watch and when they watch is basically when you go on your metrics as well, you've got the real-time viewer. It tells you when your audience is mostly engaged, at what period of time, during a weekday, so on and so forth. It gives you all that data. This data helps you understand when's the best time to upload a video for you, because it's different from channel to channel, obviously. By the way, no two channels are really the same. Okay? Think of a channel as if it's a thumbprint or something. All right? Every community is unique because every content creator is unique. The interaction with the community is different. Therefore, habits develop differently. There will be similarities, of course, but no two channels are actually the same. And when you want to compare yourselves with people, make sure that the video you're comparing has at least 7 days of upload on it, and you're comparing it with the first 7 days of upload with a different video. That would be on your channel, so on and so forth. Why? Because you can't compare a 7-day-old video with a 3-month-old video. I mean, you could, it's just unfair. Right, so likes, dislikes, shares, not interested, we've seen that, and a bit more, okay? Shares are great. You don't really need to focus on them a lot because it's not something you can control really. You can probably discuss this with call to action strategies with your communities, but don't really focus on that. So let's talk about the homepage. So for most channels, so home and suggested are the top two. Algorithmically speaking right now, we're talking about the following, your long form videos. Algorithmically speaking, you're looking at suggested and the browse features on your traffic sources. These two should account to about, let's say, 65 to 85% of your traffic sources. This means you are performing properly, algorithmically. Sometimes you might see a dip, it happens, interest shifts, but you shouldn't be really too concerned if that dip is still around 50%, 40% even, depending on the situation, of course. All right. So, we're looking at layout. Never mind. So, home aims to deliver the most relevant, personalized recommendations to each viewer when they visit YouTube. Okay? Focus on something, personalized recommendations. These are the keywords. We're personalizing the experience from one user to the next. We look at performance, how well the video engaged and satisfied some reviews, and personalization of viewers. All right, so we did mention engagement metrics. We're talking about likes, dislikes, shares, so on and so forth. We're talking about watch time. Watch time could be arguably a measure of engagement. If I spend too long on your video, it means I might be liking your video, except in certain scenarios that we've seen. And then we're talking about personalization, so watch history, we're talking about channels and topics. So what are topics? Let's say I'm interested in football. It could be highlights, football, like soccer football, if you're from the US. Highlights, it could be reviews, it could be commentary, it could be all sorts of things. All these are under one certain topic, overarching topic. So if I'm interested a lot in that topic, I'm gonna be served these videos all the time, right? Or videos related to that topic. It's completely normal. What does that mean for you as a content creator? You'll see it later on. You need to be relevant for your audience. And this is easier said than done. Because nowadays the platform no longer has pioneering channels, let's say. Like if you think about the guy that started unboxing, right? The first channel that started unboxing. I mean, who knew watching a guy open the box would be so amazing? Yeah. Right? It's like, wow. Oh, it's got plastic. Hey, let's remove the plastic. Oh, I love the way that feels. You know? Like, it's so silly, but people love that stuff. It's like Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas. So, this person did not have any competition, really. So, that first channel really pioneered a new idea, right? But then you had channels sprouting everywhere, all across every single continent, doing the exact same thing. What does that mean from a viewer's point of view? It means now the viewer has a choice. It means now the viewer gets to pick, right? So why should I pick you and not someone else? This is the question you need to answer. And it's very difficult to be answered by you. This is something you need to democratize a little bit in order to uncover. So this is the value, the added value that we keep talking about with our content creators, the people we manage. So why are you different? What are you offering that is different? So for example, today, if you think about local examples, Abir's Kitchen. Anyone here knows Abir's Kitchen? Abir Saghir? Yes. Yeah? Fantastic, amazing, cool. Abir doesn't just cook. Abir, like, unravels poetry when she's cooking. She's dancing with the food. It's like ballet with onions. It's crazy, really. It's a really unique way of delivering content. And it's perfect for short form, great for long form. So she started a new thing. Like before, when you used to go on recipes, you had two formats. Either you have someone standing behind a huge like table, like an island kitchen, cutting the onion, right? And they're spending like 15 minutes cutting that onion, and you had to watch that. You had to sit through it. And then they put the onion in the pan. You had to see it simmer, and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm talking about onions a lot. Or you had people take the phone and shoot it from above, like quick, low quality production, which works a lot, by the way, or used to work a lot. But today, you need something new, something innovative, right? You need a different approach that basically helps you build your own brand. And Abir Saghir is one example. If you think about Abu Falla and gaming in the region, so gamers used to have this erratic intro, and then they used to play along and do their thing, right? But Abu Falla took it a step forward. He was erratic 15 minutes of this video. And the dynamism in the content made it so attractive that people loved that hype. That moment with Abu Falla basically helped them forget about their day. And they enjoyed the content, they loved it. Bandarita as well, when he first started off with his funny accent, so on and so forth. He comes from an area in Saudi Arabia with a different accent. And this was extremely successful for him. So these guys built a persona where people would watch them for them and not for the game. They could play whatever game they wanted. They could play backgammon if they wanted, and it would still work. All right? So, what can you do in this sense? So you need to look at your video and pretend you're a new viewer, right? And this is easier said than done again. This is why I was asking to democratize the process. So who is unfamiliar with your channel, of course? Would you click to watch this? Think about your thumbnails as basically, because remember, we talked about click-through rates. Algorithm, this is how it operates. Click-through rates, impressions, click-through rates. So when you think about your thumbnails, you have to think of two window shops in the mall. You've got the first window that's very well done. The second window is a bit, not too organized. Which one will you pick to enter? So as a viewer, which one will I pick to enter? I will pick the thumbnail that's most attractive. Arguably, if I do not know you, right? If I know you as a content creator and we've established this relationship, maybe it's not that important. But you can't afford to think that way because you're appealing to the masses. You want more people on your channel. So you need to brand yourself in a way that would influence the click-through rate. We go back to the viewer. It's not the YouTube algorithm per se. It's the viewer that is signaling the algorithm, hey, I am Karim, I am of this age group. We go to your demographics now. I am of this age group. I have these affinities. These are the topics that I love. This is what satisfies me on the platform. Then you've got, I don't know, X somewhere else who has similar affinities to me and similar traits to me that is watching content that is similar to what you produce but has no idea who you are. So then the algorithm looks at all these metrics and it's like, okay, this content is enjoyed by the people that watch it. I'm going to try to find a similar audience and propose it. And this is how it's proposed, and this is the snowball effect. So for you as a content creator, you need to make sure that your content is appealing. Now, uploading consistently is very important. You need to be present. This presence creates conditioning. You know how on TV, you've got limited slots. The best shows are at night, like around 8:30, right after the news. Or the 8 o'clock news, if you have that. So people would revolve around the TV at certain periods of time. And it's the same concept. You build that conditioning with your consistency. Your consistency could be on multi-format. It could be one upload per week of long form plus 3-4 shorts per week. People understand that. Plus maybe a community post. And then you go about your other social media handles or platforms. You use them in a way to feed into YouTube if YouTube is the main strategy of your whole social media presence, right? So consistency is key. Who here knows about SAHS, S7S? The beast from the Middle East? No? Nobody? Seriously? You know? Good. Thank God. Like, my colleague there said, yay, but she's my colleague. Yeah, so SAHS S7S, like you can YouTube him, search him. See what I just did and say Google. Yeah. So S7S. S7S did not skip one Saturday in about 6.5 years. Every single Saturday this guy would upload. Even during COVID, he used to sneak out. And he used to tell me, I don't care, I'll pay you fine, but I have to upload. He would go to the studio and he would upload. And this is the consistency that we're talking about. So I'm not saying you have to upload like S7S. I'm just saying you need to have a good strategy to keep you present online. Why? You guys know why? Because viewers, like we said before, have options. Let's say I go to work, I am fed up with my life, but I have to work. Now I have 30 minutes during my lunch break, and I want to forget my problems with my boss, and I want to watch my favorite YouTuber, assuming I have a favorite YouTuber. What happens then? I will pick a video that would fill up that time slot, right? Yeah. You're a YouTuber. You have a format. Are you consistent? Yes. Then I know what to expect from you. You've conditioned me. I know I can go to you and trust that I can get what I want from you at this certain period of time. If you're erratic, let's say today you upload a 15-minute video, tomorrow you've got a 3-minute video, next week you forget, the week after you go and upload like a shorts, it's too much. I don't need that right now, I need stability. Therefore, my time, my very limited time, needs to be catered to by someone who delivers that stability. So this is part of your branding as well, and this affects you algorithmically because it's indirectly affecting the viewer's habit. This is how it works. You need to think about all these steps. What you need to do actually as content creators is the following. You know how corporations, they do what they call client journey mapping? Like, this is where the client begins, what makes them go into the shop, then what makes them decide to buy, every single milestone. You know? This is what you need to do. You need to do your own viewer journey mapping and understand, okay, what type of words do people click, input to find me? You have all that data. Okay, how can I leverage that properly? And then, what makes people click on a thumbnail? You've got thumbnail test and compare. These are products that you could use. Thumbnail test and compare will tell you exactly which is the best thumbnail out of 3 different thumbnails. Please make your thumbnails very different. Otherwise it will bug a little. It won't give you the best option. And then, when they clicked, did they stay on my video? How long did they remain? Now you're looking at average view duration on analytics, or average percentage viewed. All this data is present for you. And this is how you start connecting the dots, and now you understand the health of your content, all right? So, Suggested offers viewers a selection of videos they're most likely to watch next, right? So, videos often watched together, and topically related videos, we've discussed that, and videos from viewers' watch history. So, Suggested works like, briefly speaking, it works the following way. Let's say I'm interested in, let's keep it simple, gaming, okay? I'm watching a certain genre of gaming for the first time ever. I discovered Abu Falla. I've never been on Abu Falla's channel. What usually happens, and this is not written in stone, of course, this is just observation from managing channel over channel over channel. So what usually happens is, you start getting suggested some Abu Falla videos on the side. Why? Videos of the same, let's say Fortnite. So same video, same everything. Scenario number 3, I'm getting topically related videos. Maybe I'm talking about now, I don't know, like another content creator doing reviews on Fortnite. They're not playing, they're reviewing the game. Or someone commenting on tournaments. It's topically related, but it's not the same. And then there's watch history. And then, out of the blue, I get Taylor Swift. Why? No one knows. Maybe you watch Taylor Swift. I don't know why you do. Any of us know. So you get Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift is usually part of your watch history. It has nothing to do with Abu Falla, it has nothing to do with gaming, it has nothing to do with all these gamers, but it's your watch history. What am I trying to tell you here? The more people watch you, the more you are in their watch history, right? So this is the algorithmic relevance of what we were saying here. So how can you basically cater to that? Develop a series of videos with Abdul for Magic. Anyone here knows Abdul for Magic? Come on guys, help me. Seriously. Anyone here on YouTube?
Yes.
Awesome. What do you watch?
Vlogs.
Right, okay. So, Abdul for Magic. Abdul for Magic is a content creator in Saudi. You've seen him in the sizzle that passed at the beginning. He just said, let's go. Here's the guy at the beginning. Abdul for Magic sits in his studio and he reacts to videos. He's a very funny guy, very successful guy. And basically what Abdul did once, he started reacting to crazy WhatsApp messages. And this blew up. We don't know why. People loved it. Like the unboxing thing. So then we decided to take that idea and create derivative content out of it. Okay? So we did crazy WhatsApp messages between spouses, crazy WhatsApp messages between whatever. And we developed it into a series of videos. Okay? So we kept doing this up until we started seeing a kind of plateau and then decline on his metrics. Then we decided, okay, now it's time to move on. Okay? So this is what we mean by series. Why do we prefer series? Why do we like series? Because think again of the viewer's experience. Again, you want to watch videos. We've realized at some point in time, and these metrics are a bit old, but still relevant. Playlists add up to 20% to views, up to 20%, and not 20%, up to. Okay? So why do they do that? Because you are recommending. So what happens when you recommend? When you recommend, you are taking away the whole process of searching, analyzing, clicking, watching, and deciding whether I like that video or not. You're removing that away from me as a viewer. You are coming to me and telling me these topics are related. You watched the first video, it's beautiful. Thank you for clicking on my playlist. Here's the second one, and here's the third one, and the fourth one. And this is the series. Okay? This is the series. You end at a cliffhanger. You make sure that video number 2 could be understandable without the need of watching video number 1, because what if I'm a new viewer and I discovered you through suggested? Right? So you tailor it that way and you make sure that people are welcome, regardless of whether they hit the first episode, the second episode, the third episode. Okay? So have a consistent title thumbnail. This is good for your branding. People like stability. And with a call to action. So for call to action, anyone knows what call to action is? What is it?
Put your telephone or an ability to act, for them to respond to you immediately, to get back to you.
So this is a means of engaging
Yes.
with you. So call to action in a video is when you ask someone to do something,
Yeah.
right? So it could be buy this house,
Yeah.
right? Or it could be subscribe, or it could be like. Some creators, what do? They overload the viewer. Maybe you do that. Like think when you were a kid and you were at home and your mom or your dad would jump at you and they'd be like, how about you fix your bed, tidy your room, go downstairs, wash the dishes, take the garbage outside, walk the dog, come back, take a shower, and be ready for lunch. You won't do any of that, right? You're overloaded. This is too much. So what you do is you think about what is important to you, you prioritize, and you think about what is important to your strategy. Let's say you're not getting enough subscribers from your viewers, right? You've got subscriber watch time, unsubscriber watch time. We're not talking in the case of YouTube Shorts here. Put YouTube Shorts aside, it's a very powerful tool, we'll talk about that. But let's say you need people to subscribe, okay?